All right, here we go. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, so I don't know. I just had a little wild here to want to draw Magic tonight, uh, just from watching the kids play Marvel Rivals. I always liked the character, so I thought, why not take a break from some other stuff and yeah, I don't know if there's a way to animate her. Cool. A coworker got me using Pure Ref, which is pretty awesome. Her name is Morgan Malville. You can look her up. She's pretty awesome. She does 3D um, models and stuff. It's pretty cool. At any rate, I don't know what is going on with my headphones, but it seems pretty weird. Sorry, there. Had to. All right, maybe this is cool. All right, I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Had crazy family stuff going on. And I picked more colors than that, I thought. I know what I want to draw with. I don't know. I don't know what to draw with right now. Kind of feels all right. This is the one I do like drawing. Okay. All right, cool. Well, let's see. Sure, what I want to draw with right now. Not that one for sure. That shouldn't be acting like that either. Huh. Doesn't seem like the it is working. Painting flat brush. Ah, that's true. I do always use that thing pretty heavy. So, all right, whatever. All right, I'm gonna figure this out in a second. I want to draw that one again. Yeah. All right, I know what to do. Here we go. Where's my story marker? There we go. I like this one. So, yeah, I'm gonna draw. Maybe it does feel magicy just because I don't know. It's not magicy. Huh. Anywho, all right, here we go. So I grabbed some of these. I know that's Jubilee. That's not Magic. At any rate, um, I don't know. Let's see how this goes. There's my thing echoing as usual. All right, so I'm getting my back out of this and do my normal line across the thing. And then let's change that. Do this. All right, now I know how big I'm drawing. So, yeah. I'm just looking at different stuff, how different people have drawn her, and I just kept the Jubilee stuff in there because I like the style or whatever. And I just kind of wanted to play around with shapes and whatever. The only problem is when I look at this stuff, it makes me want to draw a certain way. And I was trying not to let it what you call it? I was trying not to let it influence me too much, but it's like impossible for that not to happen, I think. So no big deal. So I have all kinds of reference. So I'm using this pure ref thing, which is pretty cool. And you can kind of drag in as many images as you want. I've got others that have like some good stuff for 3D modeling or whatever. There's lots of cool things to use it, like cool ways to use it. But anyway, at the moment, I've got another one that's open that's got some poses, and then I've got another folder that's open that kind of using for just ideas um, for outfits and stuff. Um, it's hard to draw something for me, at least, where I don't know, trying not to draw it like somebody else, I guess. I'm wondering where that start is. I don't know. I'm just gonna start drawing and having fun and see where it takes me. And yeah, something I haven't done in a while is draw with a thick, super thick pen. But I thought this would be a good time to start playing around. I have this other, I'm working on a few things at the moment. Like it's been a while since I have actually cleaned something up, like made a clean drawing. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna use this opportunity to maybe do some of that. I did some in the sketchbook the other day, like not as much of a problem for me. Um, when I am on actual paper, but it's really strange for some reason when I'm on a computer. I kind of like this is going. Yeah, we'll do that. Put some hair out. I'm just gonna draw a few things like this, and then maybe I'll. I don't know. I don't know what to do exactly. But give it a shot. I do like how other people have drawn her sword, though. I think that's pretty cool. Drawing it like that. Popsicle. Which is kind of badass. It's pretty cool. And I think I'll stick with that. Anyway, so should probably explain that one of these days. So like when I'm drawing stuff, I use a proportion system where you got the head up here, and then it'd be like 3 squares high, and then have your rib cage, and then your pelvis, and you string them all together. So you end up with that, and it works from the front too. Anyway, so I use that, and so when I do drawings like this, I kind of roughly move my hand and then mark my hand the same distance and the same distance, and then I know like from here to here to here to here is like halfway. So if I do a quick movement from here to here, try to make it the halfway mark. But yeah, only problem with that one is like um sometimes it feels better to me to have longer legs. And sometimes the longer legs just comes from like putting character on their toes too. So we can play with that as well. And then Magic. I do like, so there's some things I do want to keep that I like that people are doing with her. I like that I like the bangs. Bangs are pretty cool. So I'm not sure how to make that way, but I'm gonna go. This whole thing. So that. So I can keep the sword shape, and the the bangs. Everything else I feel like is up for grabs a bit. And I also like that the sword feels glowy because they end that little design pattern in it. And some people do. Some people draw it all the way through. But when I've seen it ending there, I kind of like it with a little nub on the end. And she has the horns. Can't forget the horns. And then some people have drawn them really tall, which I like. Makes her feel a little bit more majestic or something. So I'll give that a go. Just because I don't want to draw her too close to another drawing. Do that. Uh, hmm. Yeah. Sort here. Angle it somewhat. If we did draw it a little bit more. Blade like. Be cool, I don't know. Tilt on it. There we go. And then we have that. I don't want the hair to be low. Maybe. That. There. Cool. Hopefully it's gonna turn out, but we will see. We will see indeed. Cool. That shot. So I look up a lot of there's a lot of reference pictures that I've picked up over the years from a place called Graphit Grafit Studio on what you call it on ArtStation. I don't think I need this anymore. The timeline. Shoot. Really? Just drag it down like that. Just realized I can use a whole lot more screen real estate than I was. So that and there. And that. Here. Let's see. This over here. Let's see. Hands over the sword here. Something like that. And then out the sword. That and then like that. So let's draw that. Be on that side. Make sure. that. And boom, boom, boom. I got 4 that I can clean up now. Move this one away from that one just a little bit. Yep. Move that guy over there. Let's move this one over here. Scale it up just a little. More like that. There. Control D. That's kind of cool. Maybe something like that. Cool. So all these, like, I do a lot of those what you do, the exercises where I'm like doing the kind of 3-line things are actually pretty practical for other things too. So you can use it for these kind of situations. And maybe something like this here. Let's draw the sword. That's right. Here, 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 here. There. Do this. Let's do that a little better. All right. Let's remember to blow that up. And then horrible. All right. Wish the sword was a little bit bigger, but I'll leave that for now. And what else can we do? I get too crazy like that, but just to kind of figure out what kind of poses. Cool. The other ones are pretty big. I'm gonna go ahead and Make that one bigger. And let's see, start having some kind of fun here. Smaller pen. Something I've been kind of just wanting to sketch out and think about, well, what kind of head do I want to, so like my cartoony heads generally like this sort of thing, and then I draw a cheek, square ear. And it's more of like a happier feeling. Something like that, and then the dark flash. Something like that. Things that I like, so keep those. This is normally something like I would do. Yes, her hair, something like that. And she has oh, they come out like that, do that. They just come out like that. And, let's see. This is a problem I have when I just start drawing something from random. Maybe I can just do something where she has her hands on the seat. Something like that. Yeah. There we go. Feels a little bit better. Feet, I guess. More. Something like that. What does that look like? Right. And the sword being all tiny like that, it's gonna be a tiny sword. Hmm. The idea was more to raise her hands up. So I can see what she would have wider. Like that, and then drop her. Something like that. Feeling better. So yeah, if I was drawing it, probably looks something like that. This would be more like that. I don't like how long you have to wait for that thing to turn into a straight line. It sucks. See the bottom one longer, but what if we just put it a little bit wider than the blade and then give this a definite shape? Something like that. Put these guys where they go. So maybe that ends like that so that it's not completely. Yeah, it's crappy. I kind of like it just being blocky like that. Do not like this hand. I don't know what I'm doing here. Trying to show the hair and all that, but I'm not digging where that's going. Yeah, it's not so horrible. A longer, a wider bit there. The character design bit of it later. Long arm on her. What is this? Not sure on that part there. And then I don't think that's so crazy. Doesn't feel too bad. And then the other part now is still hate her hand. God damn it. Not at all. Don't know whether I should put it in like a fist. Arm pose just sucks too, or I'm here to make that right. I don't like that either. Maybe something. Maybe that'll be all right for now. Like that. And then let's see. The thing I wonder is outfit wise. A few things that are pretty cool. Like if I can draw like a darker orange maybe. Window. Let's do something so I can see it a little better. And maybe it comes up on her neck a little bit like that. And starts going around her neck here. So it goes around there. And some kind of amulet or something on. Surface here. Yep, there, and these are. Lost. that. Hmm. Yeah. Not sure what's underneath there. Maybe one leg's got. Maybe here she has some kind of armor. Let's see up. That. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe just leave that how it is. This can crawl up there and have some kind of sash, small sash on the side. There we go. That. Maybe on the side she's actually got. There's a way down, like one of those Colossus things. It's armor the whole way down. Just seeing if there's something other than the typical leather you can give her. Have this leg just be like a big knee pad there. Maybe some kind of boots on her instead. Where? Seems like a stretch. We're gonna see what that looks like. Oh, this it all probably. There's a shot though. Yeah, I don't know. Not completely horrible, but showing too much cleavage for sure. And maybe that just needs to come down more. some other kind of. I don't know about that. Don't know about all that. Still bugging the hell out of me. That stupid hand. Color history. That. I mean, what do I do with this arm over here? There we go. Maybe that's all I needed to do. There we go. That's not bad. Oh, animator. That's better. That's better. I'll group those and say, boo. Don't like that. All right, well, let's go the other way. Let's see. If, you know, let's just do the typical what she has on thing. Works. She only has one of those on. And then her gauntlet thing starts way up here. And then we put some hands on it that are like that. And the sand. Maybe this hand. Is more pretty better. Let's see. There. Maybe this hand just has some wrappings up to there. And some of this. I do like the two top thing, so maybe we can just like make that a different shape. We raise it. Maybe. It's not a horrible way to do it either. And that. Where's that? Maybe we make that kind of like that. Nah, get so it comes here. That's part of there. And then let's see if we go higher on the waist with this. Pens, yeah. I think maybe we do something like that. I like the idea of putting boots on her. Make her a little taller. I'll just get rid of these feet because I just don't like those. And then, yeah. That. And put some kind of angular collar and boots on her. And then something like that. And maybe, oh, do we need the two giant? I'm just gonna do this. Kind of like where this is going, so I'll erase if I have to. And then that's fine. So I could do a big giant knee pad here. The idea of doing just one. Maybe she just got like one leg. I like the idea of one leg showing on that side too. There. Belt buckle here. Belt buckle on both sides there. That could be kind of cool. And then do something like one of these. It's like that. There. Plugs or whatever. Maybe they're layered gauntlets. Seems kind of cool. Yeah. And then now if I go on top of that with this sort of thing. I should just erase it to get it back to where I want it. Like that, and then this is kind of cool so far. Maybe it'll take some form different later, but right now I'm kind of digging it. Normally everybody draws their waistline down a little bit more, but I feel like this is coming back. Oops, let's do that. Half we keep. That leg out, maybe some socks or something. That's not so bad. Shiny socks? Nah. Maybe we get rid of that. Shit. That, give it a B, and does she need anything on that side? Maybe like that. And that here. And then let's get rid of all the little janky stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like getting somewhere. Kind of digging that a little bit. Oh yeah, that's right. Um, maybe these two. I don't know. Maybe that's light and just this sleeve gets dark. That's kind of cool. Make the belt dark. And this thing darker. Oh, just like that. Boots be darker. Mm. And this glove will be darker. Something like that. That's not bad. And then do that. That's kind of cool. There. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Anyway, that's kind of like my style, how I would draw something. Maybe. And then on top of this, you'd have to have her hair is like yellowish. Window color wheel. Why is that? All right, that back. All right, now we're talking. Now I can do this one top of there. And I can grab that. Over. How do I flat? Yeah. See how this was with that there. Yeah, not too bad. And then do that. Something like that. And Anyway, I don't know. It's okay. Wonder what happens if I take all that. Control U. I only want to do it to, let's see, control group. Let's do that, and then let's duplicate that. Whoa. All of that, that's fine. I just want to take this one here. Everything here. Control U. U. I want to do that. Let's see if that does that. That's not too bad. And then let's do a control L. Let's control it now. Doesn't do anything. Layer. Correction layer. Edit. I don't know where the things are on here. Oh. I'll just do a correction layer. Do the levels. And not that. There we go. Make it a little bit more dark. Just for shits and giggles. Let's do the how can I like apply this? How do I apply that? Can I apply that? Layer. Damn. Apply this thing. Show area mask, delete mask. Link mask to layer. I don't know what happens. Layer. Convert layer. What? Let me see this. This should be like something to apply that. Let's see. What? Here you go. Apply correction layer. Now, let's see how this works. How do I apply a correction layer? Layer new color. Select an effect. These layers affect all layers below. These layers are on, but can be clipped to a single layer. Single layer. New correction layer. Edit menu tonal correction. Well, probably. Then we delete this. Delete that. No, let's just go. L. Let's go here. Edit. Total correction. Ah, look at that. There it is. Let's do this one first. Oh, crap. Is it doing it all or just that one? Just that one. No. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Total correction. Hue. Saturation. Nice one. Edit. Total correction. Level correction. There you go. That. Alright, there we go. And then this and just do a let's go here. Maybe gotta go here. Here. Yeah. Edit. Total correction. Hue. Saturation. That. See, like that. Maybe that gives me a better idea. It's okay. Like that one either. So much. Moving on. Marker. Story rough. This one. I kind of wondered if I want to draw the different. That's kind of fun. Just to give me some kind of different feeling here. So I'll mess with that. Did that kind of. What if I did that kind of. Facial treatment. If you gave her short hair, everybody gives her long hair. There's just short hair. Back to here, and then long hair. And then you get these things. One thicker, and the other one thinner. That's kind of cool. that. Right. So this would be a newer way I would draw something, I suppose. And yeah, probably. Here is large. Do you like the idea of having some kind of shoulder pad on it, but it doesn't need to be huge. That you can have on both sides. Not gonna be that big either. Too long. That feels kind of cool, actually. Man, go here. Did that before, but I kind of like want to give her more that kind of thing. If we don't show as much, like everybody else, there's a big circle there. Just give her like the zipper. Along those lines. And then I like the idea of giving her some kind of glove, but I don't want it to be more symmetrical. I do want her to have the shorts on and more here, but then put kind of bandagey things all down her leg. Like that. There. There. That's cool. All right. Getting somewhere. Hair up here needs to be more. Oops. I remember on that one. That's kind of cool. I'm digging that. Digging that a lot, actually. Let's make sure we do that. Their hair's coming back out here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe like that. And then I like the spikes coming off. Let's make them less crazy. Make them a little bit more like that. I kind of like the idea of them being scattered on her arm a little more, not so perfect. Kind of got a little bit of a chaos feel to it. Yeah, now that all feels pretty good. I have that. And then how do I make that feel like that? She has some kind of thing like that. Yeah, it's cool. That I like. All right, that's cool. I think I need to make these horns a little bit bigger on her. And then I'll get back and start applying this. This gets really mad. But we'll keep that like that for now. I kind of like that. All right, I'm take a break, and I will come back in a little bit. I'll have to call this part one, I guess. That was pretty fun. I went from one that I'm not a huge fan of here to one that is so crappy. But, you know, I'll just keep working on that. But take a break for now. I'm actually going to darken this one since I like it. It's going to have to be forward. Maybe like that. This would be something like that. So let's do this one. I do. Darken that so I can see it a little better. Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of cool. That's getting kind of to a good spot. Maybe work on her face a little bit more later. And maybe even more realistic proportions. Give her the big eye still. face. These bangs be kind of perfect cross. Yeah, or here be that. That kind of work its way to longer. Chin. More. Anyway, getting longer in the back like that. And then I like this short. Just that one coming here. Small one here. One of them's shoot. I want that, and then that. Something like that, and then that on her. All right, that's kind of cool. So she's a little bit more elegant. I don't know if I like her face wider or stuff. We'll connect that there. Yeah. And then I think it's a little less revealing there. I feel like she should have some kind of like dragon amulet or something. Comes down. Yeah, like that. That's kind of cool. All right. For now, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to actually. I do not like this drawing at all. So I'm going to take that thing. And I am going to. Let's duplicate all of this. Hide this. Just so I've got the history and then Control E, and then let's delete that from this. Ah, shoot. Man, where is that? This one? This one. This one. Darn. Nope. No? There, yeah. I see what it's doing. I always wonder what the heck that thing was doing. No, I know. Control X, Control V, Control X. No? Damn. X, Control V. Bottom there. Control V. And then Control E, and then delete you from existence because you suck. That drawing sucks. Oh, that's on the freaking bottom layer. That's funny. Okay, well, guess what, ding dong. Bye bye now. I'll just take you, make you longer. Joke's on you. All right, there we go. All right, I will continue this a little bit later and do a part 2 here. But for now, I'm going to take a break and yeah, I will continue to figure out how to draw Magik from the Marvel comics. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll be back.